Okay, so I'm going to start working on this a little bit. I don't know how much I'll get to do. Let's look at my start storming. But we're going to do what we can. Alright, so this is kind of going to be a video on how to maintenance on this rod lawnmower. It is a Cub Cudet. It is the LTX 1045. It was given to me from my grandmother-in-law. Basically, it sat for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, something like that. So I know that the battery was bad, so I charged the battery up. So we'll see how long that battery stays charged now. I put it on just a trickle charge. Okay, so I just slapped the battery in there, positive on this side. Here, Bryce, let me see that. Okay, so let's see if we have the charge. Bryce doesn't weigh enough. But as you can see, it's those two pulleys there. There's one there and one back in there. This has a safety switch, that's what went off. Also, as you can tell, it's smoking. Smoking right here. So we're going to replace this valve cover gasket too. Here's what we got. The other thing is the fan. Now this looks quite a bit bigger than what was on it, so we'll see if that'll work. Here's the gasket. I think it's only one pulley, but I went ahead and bought 2 of them. I think they're $10 each or something like that, so I figured it'd be worth it. So we're gonna go ahead and take out the battery again. Okay, so I got you done in here. I just hope it's pointed the right way. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so that's right. It's going the right way. Turn this off. As you see, it only has 75 hours on this thing. See if you can tell which one is bad. Or is it this one? Spins pretty good. Yeah, that one was bad. Okay, so what we're going to do is loosen this exhaust up. I don't think I'll have to take the exhaust out, but I'm just loosening up these bolts. So hopefully it'll give me just enough room to kind of wiggle it around. And this is it's one of these little star bit thingies, Torx bits. See that? Okay. And that one is a T45. Braid this down a little bit with some degreaser. What I'm doing is I'm cleaning this because I don't want any of that to fall inside. Alright, well, since it's raining now, I'm going to have to put this on hold. So, I'll get back with you. Okay, so I think it rained long enough just to kind of give me a little break. So, if you look right there and right there, you can see where, got me fly. You can see where this this gasket has raised up on itself, well, causing it to leak. And it's a pretty bad leak because right where you see the right where you can see through, that's where that oil was just leaking out. So pretty bad leak. So give me a minute, I'm going to clean all this up and I'll get right back with you. Alright, since I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and adjust the valves. As you can see, I've rotated this to where this is basically pushing this push rod's pushing this all the way up. So I know that this is as loose as it can get. I checked on a website. Okay, I don't know how well you'll be able to okay, so it's a SV600 Kohler 20 horse. Shows it's 5 thousandths for the intake and 7 thousandths for the exhaust. 7 thousandths and 5 thousandths. So this is going to be the exhaust. That's going to be 7 thousandths. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of play in there. So what we'll do is we will break this bolt loose. So we'll get your 7 thousandths feeler gauge in there. We'll tighten this up until there's just a little bit of drag on there. Okay. So, right there. So then you tighten this up. That's tight. just a little bit of slack. Again, this is your locking. You loosen that up, and then you tighten or untighten this bolt or this nut, and that adjusts how tight you want it. And this is a 10 millimeter, so we got it where we want it. We're gonna tighten it up real good. And we're gonna check it. So that's good. Now we're gonna pretty much do the same thing with the intake, but we will move this over until the exhaust starts to go down. I'm at the compression stroke now. Okay, so now, and also at the compression stroke, you can do this also. Actually, you can do both of them whenever you're on the compression stroke, but anyways. All right, so just check. So we still got quite a bit of play in that. So we'll loosen this up. Loosen. Okay. Put that on there. Tighten this up by hand. See right there where it's starting to bend up? It's too tight, so back it off just a little bit. I'm happy with that there. Let's go ahead and tighten this down. Okay. Still kind of tough to get in there, but once it's in there, there's a smooth drag on it. It's not good right there. Okay, so I finally got the valve cover somewhat clean. I wanted to make sure where this gasket goes that it was really clean. So I didn't really have to worry about this up here, this in the corner, nothing like that, but definitely all around here needed to be clean. There's also a burr that was on that. Since that's on the bottom of this, it might have caused that to raise up. I don't know. So anyways, let me go get some gasket sealer real quick and we'll put a thin coat on there. This is some pretty good all around stiff gasket maker stuff. So usually once I cut that in there, I'll kind of open it up like that. You guys should know how to do this, but in case you don't, it's pretty simple. And I'm just going to do a thin coat. Some people like it, some people don't. It's just kind of your own preference, I guess. I like gasket maker if you do it right. You really need to get this stuff off because this helps keep your head cool, which will keep your head cool and not flipping a lid because your mower overheated. Put this back on. Go ahead and start this up and see if it leaks.